Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and we're back at it again. Another Modern Horizons 3 collector box. This one's going to be for me. I have waited a little while. I want to do some for the patrons, let them in on the action, I guess. But this one's actually going to be for me. So, yeah, I'm gonna hop right in. No giant monologues. I just want to open fetch lands. What do I want to open? I want to open Ulamogs. It'd be cool to get like a concept, one of the concept Eldrazi. That would be nifty. Okay. Pumped. How is everyone enjoying this set? I have found, I really enjoy opening the product. If I can open it. But I found Limited to be really wonky so far. A lot of, I think just it feels like Eldrazi is just the best, but I haven't experimented with a lot of the other archetypes yet. So I probably need to do that, but it's kind of where I'm at right now. All right, so first retro frame uncommon is It That Heralds the End. Then we have a Marionette Apprentice in the retro frame foil. First rare or mythic is going to be Arena of Glory. How glorious. Sage of the Maze as our commander card. Hey, there we go. First fetch land. I'll state this right up front. I will take all the fetch lands. Just keep them coming, box. First of the fetch lands is a Flooded Strand. I think that is the extended art version. Another mythic. It is an Ashling Flame Dancer, this time in the portrait art treatment. That's kind of neat. I know Ashling's not... I don't think Ashling's going to be a big hit. We're not going to talk pricing. I'm going to let it marinate for another week. We're starting to see some of the pricing shape up for the singles, but I don't think we've reached like stabilization or equilibrium yet. So I don't think Ashling's going to be a hit, but I think it's a sweet art. It's a cool card. And conclude with a 6 in the portrait borderless version. That's neat. That's a sweet hit. I'll put 6 up there. I think 6 is maybe a little underrated. Might see some play. I don't know why I'm doing this. Here we go. All right, cool. Deece pack 1. We got ourselves a fetch land. We got ourselves a Ashling in the portrait treatment and a sweet portrait art treatment foil 6. I am going to skip past the commons and uncommons. Apparently, though, I probably need to go looking back at some of the MDFC cards because there's been reports of like errors and stuff, which is interesting. That would make some of these pretty valuable. All right, here we go. Tune the Narrative into the Null Elemental Blast in the that really sweet colorless retro frame foil. First rare is a Primal Prayers. I like Primal Prayers. Into a the Moag Ancient. That means I'm gonna end up getting like 3 of these in this box, I think, isn't it? All right. There we go. Mythic, sure. Ruby Medallion. Sweet. The borderless medallions are an absolute stunning sight. They look so good. I hope to pull one more of these. And I would pull a borderless foil, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That is really neat, though. Frame break medallions will all look really good. Into, a Fury. A retro frame Fury. Okay. We're down with that. Got it going on back here. What is this? Oh, hey, that's textured, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's textured. Let's find out. That is Ejani Noctal Pariah. And there's that borderless treatment. And yeah, that is textured. Textured Johnny. That is a sweet hit, actually. That is a really cool texture pull. So what have I pulled? Have I pulled 5? What are my boxes have I opened now? Including the patrons? 5? 6? I think I've pulled 4 textures, maybe 5? Like almost 1 per box between the elementals, the special guest, and then the non-elementals, the planeswalkers. Hey, that's pretty sweet though. Texture to Johnny, we like that. That's a really cool pull, and I like the Johnny card. Interested to see if it sees play, but it certainly is cool. Honestly, puts 2 creatures on the battlefield and puts 3 power on the battlefield. It's pretty not bad. That was a good pack. Got the retro frame Fury in there. I would not be upset about pulling a retro frame foil of the elementals, like any of them. Okay. Evolution Witness, yeah. Unholy Heat in the retro frame foil. Crick, Son of Yawgmoth's in the pack foil. Interesting reprint, cool reprint. It's interesting that this is in modern now. I actually had no copies of this previously, even though I know he's a very popular commander and commander card. Hourglass of the Lost. Harbinger of the Seas as a extended art. Sweet. People are definitely breaking out their Merfolk decks. Time will tell whether that's what tier deck that is, but it's seeing play. Into a Kappa Cannoneer, a absurd card if you read it. Improvise and ward 4, and then whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under control, put a +1/+1 counter on the Cannoneer, and it can't be blocked this turn. Just a absolutely absurd card. So good. And an Amphibian Downpour in the extended art foil. A little storm action. I don't know. We'll see. All right. That was probably, it feels like probably my weakest pack so far, right? Even though the fetch lands, having this conversation with some friends and then people in the comments, like, people were kind of asking me, like, what do you think is going to happen with fetch lands? And I'm like, they're going to, hey, Vexing Bauble, neat. That's a good foil uncommon. They are definitely going to come way, way down. You're going to, I mean, I think we already see some fetch lands, and it's early, right? I said we're going to really talk pricing, but you're going to see sub $10, Tireless Provision. You're going to see sub $10 fetch lands. That's, I feel 100%, 99% good about saying that. Argent Deus in the pack foil version. Silver Quill Lecture. Abstruse Appropriation. Borderless Treatment. There we go. Wooded Foothills. Sweet, sweet Wooded Foothills. Again, I think that's the extended art. So second fetch land. Conclude what we got going on back here. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Retro Frame Foil Grief. That is a really good hit. Really good hit. I asked for another retro frame, and I said, hey, it would be really cool if it was in foil, and that's what I'm talking about. That's, I think, the second of those griefs. I would not mind putting the, I think the retro frame, I've said this many, many times, retro frame foil, black cards and blue probably look the best in my opinion, in my personal opinion. Grief goes straight into the old personal collection. Sweet pull. Very, very pleased with that. Okay. Pack number 5. Unstable Amulet in the retro. Into a Tireless Provisioner retro frame foil. Let's go. Ruby Medallion in the pack foil. Yep. Medallions, by the way. Regular medallions. Yeah, they are. This is also an excellent time to pick them up. Copy Land in the commander slot. Kind of a dead slot right now, if we're being honest. Like, there's just, not, at least value-wise, like, not a lot going on there. I'm sure there's some good playable stuff in there. Necrobloom in the portrait art. I think this is just a menace of a commander, right? Like, I think the thing I read was like, hey, it's a basically Field of the Dead that you can just keep playing over and over again, and that seems problematic. That is an Esper Sentinel in the retro frame, and that is not problematic. I will 100% take that. Very, very cool. Very, very pleased with that pull. So that is, yeah. Ristic Buddy in the retro frame. And then, oh my gosh. My grumbling is because my experience so far is that you get about one foil etched per box, and this is in as many boxes like my second Roshin. I think I've opened, again, 5 or 6 boxes at this point, and that is my second Roshin in the etch foil treatment. That is a little unfortunate. What am I trying to do here? I don't know. There we go. All right, last pack of the first half of the box. That one was, etch foil feels a little bad. Etch foil Roshin feels a little bad when you're averaging about 1 per box. They really are trying to make those etch foils special, aren't they? Did pull a Ulamog, but that was for a patron, and I was very, very happy to see that. I was very happy with a patron getting one, but that is 1000% my best of the etch foil pull so far. All the ones I've opened for me have been pretty meh. All right, Jolted Awake. Oh, that's what I did wrong. There we go. Monstrous Vortex in the retro frame foil. This is a sweet enchantment. Thief of Existence pack foil. Mythic is an Oma, Queen of Vesuva. I have opened so many of these. The Commander Mythics are a little out of control. The Commander, yeah, all right. Not going to complain. Invert Polarity. That's a cool card, actually. Into a Flare of Fortitude. Hey, there's a sweet borderless. So is our first Flare of the box? Yeah, it sure is. Oh, hey, that's a pull I'm super pleased with. I asked for one and I got one. That is a borderless foil medallion. This is a sapphire medallion. This will also go straight into the personal collection. I am going to hoard those and keep those. I think they look just absolutely incredible. Hey, heck of a first half of the box. We are now into the second half. We have a textured foil Ajani. We have a retro frame foil Grief. We have a two fetch lands, a retro frame Ristic Buddy, Esper Sentinel, and then we have a Harbinger. I have a 6. The 6 is a good pull as well, and then the borderless foil Sapphire. That's a pretty rock and roll first half of the box. Can't really complain there. Okay, here we go. Hard evidence. Tune the narrative. What I would not mind if I were getting super greedy is either a retro frame foil Flare of Denial or like a borderless foil Flare of Denial. That would be bonkers. All right. Eldrazi Linebreaker in the pack foil. Into our commander card, which is Horizon of Progress. A 6 this time in the regular treatment. Well, I'm not putting the regular border or the regular portrait up there. Kudo King Among Bears. I pulled a lot of those already. And oh, we have a mythic back here though. What is this? That is an Endurance. That is a borderless foil Endurance. It's not a textured. We already did pull a texture out of this box. Although I guess technically maybe possible, seemingly very unlikely. But that is a borderless foil Endurance special guest, which is also a really good hit. Okay. All right. I don't even know, like, I still think I put the Grief up top, even though the texture to Johnny is really sweet. It's not going to show up as well on camera. Whereas you can pretty well tell that is a retro frame foil Grief. But borderless foil Endurance, not unhappy with that. Special guest art, I have not given enough flowers to. All the special guest art they've done is throughout the set so far, right? Starting with whenever the inception was it Markov, Karlov, whatever. But all the special guest art has been really banging. Okay. Galvanic Discharge. Priest of Titania is a retro frame foil. That's kind of cool, uncommon. Rare is a War and Soul Trader, also a card that's got a little steam behind it. Eldritch Immunity as the commander card. Amphibian Downpour, this time in the non-foil extended art. The mythic, it is, Kalia. This is this would be rock and roll if I pulled this in foil. But nevertheless, this is one of my favorite pieces of art in the set. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. That is beautiful, that Kalia. And we conclude with an Arena of Glory in the extended art foil. Yeah, I would not be unhappy if I pulled that Kalia in the foil version. Hoo. All right, looks like we got, 4 packs left, as I just spread the mythics about unnecessarily. Cool. It does bring us to 8 mythics as well. Fetch lands, we are at 2. Feels like we got room for at least a couple more, right? And so far, not unhappy with this box. Okay. Abiding Grace. Grim Servant. Pack foil rare or mythic. It is a mythic. It is Tameo. Hey, pack foil Tameo mythic. That's a pretty sweet hit. Tameo is, people are definitely experimenting with the card. We'll see if it stays, if it has staying power in Modern, but people are definitely giving it a try and having probably, I think some success with it. That's a sweet hit. That does flip into the Seasoned Scholar. This might actually be the first time I've seen this in the non-borderless treatment. That's really cool. I think it's a pretty good hit too. I think it's solid for sure. All right, Blaster Hulk. Into a Sapphire Medallion, this time in the non-foil version, borderless, the frame break. Flare Fortitude, so second Flare, this time in the retro frame. That is really cool. Conclude with a, what do you got going back here? That is a Windswept Heath retro frame foil. That's what I'm talking about. As much as the fetch lands are, of course, being opened in mass and, of course, coming down in price as a result, the retro frame foils, early indication, the retro frame foils definitely seem to be the premium versions, the preferred versions for people. So, retro frame foil, Windswept Heath, fetch land. Gives us our third fetch land of the box as well. Pretty good of like the stuff that you hope to hit in a box, right? A retro frame foil of the elementals, a textured, a special guest borderless foil, and a retro frame foil shockland or shockland fetch land. All right, Meltdown, Charitable Levy, into a Party Thrasher, the Lizard Wizard, Sunken Palace, Arena of Glory. Is that a second or third Arena of Glory? It's probably our third, right? Okay, all right, this is in the extended art. Chthonian Nightmare in the borderless treatment. That is actually pretty sweet. I like that. And conclude with an extended art foil, Winter Moon. What am I going to do here? I'm going to put these both up here. In fact, what I will do, I'm going to put the medallion right there as well. I know I'm going to cover it with the Esper Sentinel, which seems like a little bit of a crime, but that's okay. All right, 2 packs left. What do we have? 9 mythics? 9 mythics, 3 fetch lands, borderless foil, Sapphire Medallion, Esper Sentinel. Some really strong rares in there. Feels like a pretty good box. Now, if we could pull an Eldrazi, a Titan, top it all off, bring it all home. All right, Consuming Corruption, Strike It Rich. Rare is it? There we go. I did ask for a Flare of Denial, and box granted me one. It is a pack foil Flare of Denial. It is not the retro frame or the borderless, and that's okay. This is a strong card. Definitely seeing some play early on, and I know that I wanted some for my collection, for me to use. So that's a super good hit. I'm happy with that. Blood Braid Challenger in the commander slot. Another Winter Moon extended art, this time the non-foil. And a Shadow of the Second Sun. It is a mythic. I think this is kind of a mythic. It's fine. It's in the retro frame treatment. Conclude with another mythic back here, though. Ooh, hey. Okay. All right. I asked for an Eldrazi, and this is not that. But you know what? If you were to ask me something else that's on my wish list, borderless foil Ocelot Pride definitely makes that list. This is a sweet pull. I am very, very happy with this. All the kitty cats, please. Come on, you know what channel you're watching, right? All right. Ocelot Pride, borderless foil. You know what? I'm even going to put it on top. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, well, this box is, regardless of this last pack, I am super happy with this. Oh, I love that. That also goes into the old personal collection. Cool. Very, very cool. You guys can't see me. I have a giant smile on my face. I didn't even think about, like, I was like, oh, yeah. And then when I pulled one, I was like, oh, yeah. All right. Marionette Apprentice. I want to say Marionette Master. That is incorrect. Tune the Narrative in the retro frame foil. All right, here we go. Last pack. Start off. All right. Pack foil Uggin's Labyrinth. I can't even talk. Uggin's Labyrinth. That is also a really good hit. Cool. Box is showing up big time. That is a really good hit out of that slot. About the best you can do. Bismuth Mindrender. Echoes of Eternity in the borderless, also a strong hit. Into a Bloodstained Mire, and that is also desired. We will absolutely take that. And conclude with, it's a second of the foil etched, but it's also another Genku. So I said about one. Clearly you can get more than one, and I have seen other boxes with more than one. This is my second Roshin and my second Genku. It makes me, I'm like, how big is that? How big is the list for that? Of the foil etch? Like, it's not every card in the set, right? Because I just keep getting the same ones. All right, well, all that being said, I'm pumped. This box ended up being much better than my expectations. We ended up getting up to 4 fetches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mythics. In fact, I would swap the Labyrinth with the Ashling, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really good mythics, and you could even say Tameo in there. 4 fetch lands, including a retro frame foil Windswept Heath. The 6 in the Portrait Borderless foil is a really cool treatment and a really cool card. Ristic Buddy in the retro frame, and then the Borderless foil Frame Break Sapphire Medallion is excellent. Flare of Denial is a pack foil. Bunch of other good stuff over here as well. I am not unhappy with this box. And have I mentioned how much I enjoy opening Modern Horizons 3? Sheesh. All right, well, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button for me. By all means, drop me some comments. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.